With a portfolio that once spanned 9 properties in 4 states, Dean Campion says property investment isn't what it used to be.
Having a property is less and less attractive.
The hobby investor keeps a close eye on which properties generate what returns. He says rising costs in Victoria recently saw him sell 3 homes in Gippsland, joining what the industry says is droves of landlords pulling up stumps.
Every time you turn around, you feel like you've got somebody else's hand in your pocket, and you're thinking, would I have been better off with shares?
I think what we've seen in Melbourne and Victoria as a whole is investors are exiting the market.
Although they can get a bad rap, landlords are an important part of the housing ecosystem, which is why there was alarm when a recent survey of 1,700 investors found 1 in 3 had sold a Victorian property in the past year, and only 1 in 4 properties was bought by a fellow investor.
We can safely assume that those properties have been removed from the rental market.
Part of that is because the prices are good at the moment. There's a great capital return for those who have the inclination to sell at this time.
Others say the narrative that sold properties are passing from renters to owner-occupiers isn't quite that straightforward, given that home ownership remains out of reach for so many. However, the same experts warn that property churn is still having negative outcomes for renters.
What's equally likely to happen is another investor will purchase it. That means rents will likely go up to meet their newer costs, their higher costs, given the higher sales price we're seeing at the moment.
I think it's important to recognise the relationship between investors and tenants is a symbiotic relationship. One can't exist without the other.
The challenge is to find a regulatory balance that suits both sides, a task easier said than done. Jesse Thompson, ABC News.